Hello, fellow followers. Welcome back to FanZcene. Greg here, and today I have you, Star Trek and entertainment fans. Time to buy physical media. So I was sent an article my way by Alexander Trapp. Shout out to Alexander Trapp for this article about Star Trek. For those of you who may not have heard, Star Trek, the original movie series 1 through 6, and the Next Generation movie series have been removed from Paramount Plus. And basically, they're going to go to HBO Max. They're going to go to because Paramount is licensing them out to HBO Max. So this is happening. This is a problem with streaming and why streaming sucks. And with Paramount is actually one of the biggest streaming companies to lose money. So they have to find a way to make money. That's what they do. But when it was sold, Star Trek was one of the like, especially the originals, was something that was sold as a big plus for Paramount Plus for why to purchase it. Especially the especially the original movie, the first movie, the motion picture, Star Trek the motion picture, the 4K transfer of the director's cut had been worked on for 6 months, and instead of going to physical media first, they were going to premiere it, and they premiered it on Paramount Plus, and that was the big thing. It's like, oh, Star Trek the motion picture director's cut, 4K, brand new, perfectly remastered. I think even Paramount Plus, the executives or whatever, I know it's all together, but I think they even helped work the transfer because they were going to premiere it on Paramount Plus for the big as a selling point. But alas, as we know, they're being removed. So let's get to the article. So on screen. So here we have, it says, Paramount Plus's inconsistency is further proof of why Star Trek fans need to purchase physical media. See, that's why I said it in the beginning when I said Star Trek fans and entertainment fans, because I think this applies to everybody who's fans of anything in the entertainment world. So let's go on to the article. This is by Chad Porto, which I hope I said the name right. It says, Star Trek fans got hit with more disappointing news this week. Paramount Plus has removed all the original Trek films from their streaming service again. That's right. Every film from Star Trek the Motion Picture to Star Trek Nemesis has been pulled from the streaming services in what continues to be the ultimate disrespect to Trek fans imaginable. Well, I would also have to say Star Trek, the new Trek, is also a pretty big disrespect to Star Trek fans, but I digress. It says, once pitched as a one-stop shop for all this Trek media, this is what I just said, media giants like Paramount Global continue to disrespect fans by screwing them over with their streaming practices, rising costs, more and more ads, and the lack of consistency with content being available continue to turn people away from streaming, so much so that more and more people are canceling their services than ever before. I could have sworn I just did a video talking about how people streaming services are being canceled. More people canceling them. Streaming, as we've come to know it, is a scam, folks. It is a scam from these companies because they want you to go streaming, and that's what they want you to do, and it's turned out to be something that it wasn't promised. No, we won't have commercials. Oh, now we have commercials and you have to pay for them. We will have unlimited entertainment. Oh, well, we can't afford to keep this entertainment on our streaming service, so we're going to license them out, and maybe somebody will buy them, and maybe you'll be able to see them, and then maybe you won't. So that's what I'm saying. Like, some people will say, like, well, this is just like what they used to do with TV shows and movies back in the day. In a way, yes. When something came out, they would license it and it would go to one service to another, like HBO, Showtime, or regular TV or cable networks, whatever. But the thing with that is we're getting to a point where now a lot of these shows and movies that are being pulled down, there's going to be no physical media for people to own those. It's like, so if some of your favorite shows or movies is in limbo between licensings from Disney, which owns a boatload of stuff that they won't license out or even put on physical or even stream, it's in limbo. What are you going to do? How are you going to watch it? So you can either pirate it, buy a bootleg, or the physical media, because a lot of stuff that has been previously released, you can still go to physical media, even though some people may not want to. But I would say buy your favorites on physical media. So let's continue with this article. It says, and why shouldn't they? If you're a Star Trek fan and you signed up for Paramount Plus just so you could engage in all the Star Trek content for one easy monthly payment, and then you find out that your subscription will only allow you to watch these mostly iconic films every so often, you'd be miffed too. We all thought this was going to be revolutionary. We didn't know that engaging with media would be more like a timeshare than it would be an actual viewing experience. That's what I just said. It's like they're being gone one place to another. This says, but hey, the Kelvin films are still there if you want some Sapar track. I love it. I'm not a fan of New Trek. I'm sorry, guys. It's just I can't get into it. It's not Star Trek to me. It's just not. It says this is just another reason why Star Trek fans should be buying physical media. Every media company, from music to movies and shows, all the way to video games, has gotten to the point where they are no longer allowing people to keep what they purchase, instead treating it more like a conventional lease. Items that people bought are being stripped from their platforms, and it's only getting worse because you do not own digital. You will never own digital. So yeah, it really is, it sucks. And it says, so take it from us, buy yourself every Star Trek movie or show while you can, because if the execs of these companies have it their way, they may just move away from physical media altogether to ensure that you always have to come back to them if you want to watch something. You will own nothing and be happy. That is the way it truly feels. Off screen. I'm just here to tell you guys, look, buy your favorites on physical media. You never know. Yeah, you can always say, well, it's licensed, like I mentioned, like just like what they used to do with cable. They would take things down. Yeah, but in some cases, once they take those down, we may never see them again unless you have a physical copy, unless you bootleg it, pirate it, whatnot like that. But I have, here's, the 4K release. And that's why I mentioned, it's like, these were touted as like the 4K, we're going to premiere the first one on 4K, the director's cut, never been seen before since the DVD release a long, long time ago. And we painstakingly refixed it up, rescanned it, all that. And you can get it on Paramount Plus. We're going to premiere it. That's why you guys got to get Paramount Plus. That's why streaming is awesome. So no, looks like that was a lie. So that's what I say, guys, buy your favorites. This is just like the original series 1 through 6. I have Generations somewhere, and I actually have some you can't see me here, some Star Trek TV series and stuff. So it looks like the TV series, I think, might still be on Paramount Plus, the original series and Generations, all that. But I know it's like they're really geared towards the new Trek, and I'm not a fan of the new Trek. And this will be my Trek. And if I ever want to watch Star Trek, the TV series or the movies from like Kirk, they're erasing Kirk from Star Trek. Like even William Shatner knows it, and he's like, you can tell it doesn't. He's not too pleased with that. But if I ever want to watch it, I'm just gonna pop in my 4Ks, my DVDs, Blu-rays, VHS tapes. That's what I say. Buy your favorites on a physical form. Whatever you feel comfortable watching with. I mean, you don't need to. If you don't want the 4K, that's okay. If you like watching VHS, the Star Trek films are still on VHS. If you like watching DVD, they're still on DVD. If you like Laserdisc, they're still on Laserdisc. And they may be a little harder to find, but they're still out there. If you like the Blu-ray, they're on Blu-ray. You can get the Blu-rays. If you like 4K, they're on 4K. You can get the 4K. This is why I shout to the heavens in almost every video I do. Buy your favorites on physical. You don't have to be a collector. I'm a collector. I buy a lot of stuff, and I buy more than I probably should, but it's everything I like and I want. But for those out there who aren't a collector, and yeah, I know people still like streaming, it's ease and comfort and everything, but to everybody's out there who's not a collector, buy your favorites. Buy the 6 original Star Trek films. Buy the Next Generation films. Buy whatever you like on a DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, whatever, like I said, and or music, a CD, a vinyl, or a book on a hardback book, a paperback book, a graphic novel, a comic book. Physical media is so much more than just movies. And it does seem like in this day and age, they've gone, the digital age promised us something that would fascinate us and be easy, but sometimes giving up ease and comfort for something like that, you see, that it wasn't right. It's wrong. It presents more problems. It presents you with the empty feeling. And I can't do that. You will own nothing and be happy. I can't do that. I mean, I prefer to have something physical, something tangible, something that I know that if I ever want to watch it, if the internet goes down, or if I have to get to the point where I will no longer, where if I can't get internet, I can't stream, I can't do YouTube or anything like that, I can entertain myself. I have this because you never know with what will happen. You never know with YouTube. You'll never know if I have to, right now my channel's doing all right, but if it goes down and then, at least I will still be able to entertain myself or something, and have physical copies. Yeah, but anyways, let me know what you guys think about this. Do you guys are you going to start buying your favorites? Have you started canceling streaming? Are you upset about this? Is this the first time you've heard about the Star Trek? Because like I said, if you're still a streamer, that's fine. I hold no judgment against you if you're a streamer. They're going to HBO Max. The original movies, Next Generation movies, are going to HBO Max, so you'll be able to see them there. But that's what I'm saying. Like they got to do this to make money, license, but they're starting to pass these around from one streaming service. And I predict in the future that a lot of these streaming services are just going to meld together, and there's going to be like 3 or 4 big ones, and that may even make I almost called it content, and I hate the word content. That'll make entertainment probably more scarce. In my opinion, it just seems like it's becoming more scarce. It might get even scarcer. So make sure you have your physical, people. Make sure you have your physical. And let me know that what do you think about all this in the comment section down below. And if you liked what you saw here, maybe consider hitting that like button or subscribing and hitting that bell for notification, or sharing the video out for everybody to see, or possibly join and become a channel member, because that would help out my channel immensely. Thank you, and shout out to all my channel members. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you all for being channel members here and for always having my back. Whether you liked me, hated me, or liked this video or hated this video, I thank you all for sticking this long. Wherever you all are, please have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Always support physical media. It truly is the superior format. Live long and prosper, and Godspeed.